Take a deep breath in and a collective breath out. Feel yourself become lighter, more relaxed with each cycle of breath. And just inhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the mouth, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose for 4, working this triangle breath. Pause for 4. Open the mouth, exhale for 4. Inhale through the nose for 4. Pause for 4. Open the mouth, exhale for 4. Inhale. Pause. Transitioning the top, exhale through the nose for 4. Inhale through the nose for 4. Pause. Exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Now keep the eyes closed as we work into this meditation, and you can let go of the triangle breath as an anchor or come back to it anytime you need. I just want you to know the point of this is not to create a mind that has no thoughts in it, because that's almost impossible, but just flex the muscle of becoming aware the second you're lost in thought and come back to your breath. It's that shift that creates meditation. Together, let's take a deep breath in, and together, a long breath out. On your next inhale, come to all fours. And then we're going to bring our hips to our heels, coming to child's pose. Just come back to your breath. And the theme of our class tonight is going to be surrounded with the thoughts of craving and aversion, our attachments and what we push away from. Coming back to the yogic philosophy known as raga and devesa. And so as you move through your postures tonight, notice which ones you like to push away and which ones you like to pull towards you. Viktor Frankl had a quote that said, between stimulus and response, there's a space. And in that space, there's a choice. And in that choice lies our growth and our freedom. So as you move away and closer towards the postures that you crave or you push away, can you come back to that space and just be in it, experiencing yourself in that moment? Let's all take a deep breath in and a long breath out. On your next inhale, come to all fours. As you exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And let's just pulse the legs left and right. Move the hips left and right as you feel into the sidelines of the body, the low back, the hamstrings, the calves, maybe even into the Achilles heel. And then come back to your neutral down dog. Come high in the toes and slowly begin to tiptoe to the front of the mat, one tiny step at a time. Once you arrive at the front of the mat, let's just catch opposite elbows and ragdoll. Put a little deeper bend in the knees so you can focus on creating a longer spine. The head can hang heavy. Moving left, moving right. Together we inhale. Together we exhale. Bring your palms to heart center. On the inhale, round up one vertebrae at a time. The head will come up last. And let's find mountain pose at the top of the mat as we align our bodies. Then close your eyes for a moment. And let's take a moment of silence. And bring into your mind's eye something in this moment that you are grateful for. Allow that feeling to permeate the cells in your body. Maybe you get a soft smile from it. And let's create our class tonight from that place and the rest of our evening from that place. And from that place, let's set an intention for class tonight. It can be something you're trying to create, achieve, bring into your life, or maybe it's something you're working, letting go of. And if we could all, let's set the group intention after you set your own to send loving, healing energy to our community around us. Let's seal these intentions together with a deep breath in and a long breath out. Let's find the top of the mat. Open the eyes, flip the palms open. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. As you exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale to a long spine. As you exhale, bend the knees, float the right leg back, find your lunge. Then just gently lower the right knee down, untuck the toes, come high in the tip of the fingers as you draw the hips forward and down. Then close your eyes and take your experience, maybe bowing the head, maybe pressing through the back foot for the knee to lift. In these candlelight classes, you're going to hear me pull back from my talking so much so you can have your own experience. Just coming back to your breath. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Slowly tuck the toes, straighten the back leg, come high into your lunge. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. The shoulders come over the wrist. And pause here as you find alignment in plank. One line from our shoulders through our heels. You can modify by dropping the knees down if that feels better to you. And just be in the posture. Together we inhale, and together we exhale. Slowly begin to lower down. The hands come underneath the shoulders, untuck the toes, press down through the feet. Inhale, lift the heart off the mat, coming into a cobra. You can stay into a low cobra if that feels good, if your body's opening. If you want to get a little deeper, pick your experience. The gaze will shift up. Grounding through the heel of the hands. Together, let's all lift an inch. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale the breath. Exhale, press up to all fours. Bring the hips to the heels, child's pose. This is your pose of rest, your modification for down dog. Feel free to come here anytime in class that you need. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale back to all fours. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift the hips, down dog. And just build it out for a moment. You can move or be still for a few cycles of breath. Lift the heels high. Inhale, sweep the right leg incredibly high. As you exhale, bring the knee tight to the chest, rounding the spine, stepping the right foot to the right thumb. Come high in the tip of the fingers, lengthening the spine. Then when you're ready, you can lower the back knee down, untuck the toes. Stay high here, or maybe bow the head. And just start to notice maybe what you're trying to draw towards you and what you're trying to push away. Allow yourself to let go of that physical and psychological energy and just be here with me and your breath. Let's come out of the posture, tuck the toes, straighten the back leg, find your lunge. Exhale the breath. Inhale, step forward, left foot meets right. Exhale, fold. Flip the palms open. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale to a long spine. Exhale, bend the knees, step the left foot back. Maybe landing like a feather. If you have books or blocks, are really great tools here if you're tight through your front hamstring, because we're going to lift the hips and straighten the front leg. If you're feeling open, maybe bring the hands to the mat or use the tip of the fingers. And settle into your posture, taking any variation of the posture you like. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Inhale forward to your lunge.
As you exhale, step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. As you exhale, lower halfway down and pause. Inhale back up. Exhale all the way down. Coming to a higher cobra, untuck the toes, maybe pop up to the tip of the fingers. Inhale, lift the heart off the mat, working a little deeper than you did before. Pressing down through the feet, maybe through the thumbs to lift the heart higher. Inhale the breath. Exhale, lower back down. Working to a deeper posture, hands underneath the shoulders, upward facing dog, ground through the feet. Inhale, heart lifts. To modify, come into another cobra. Take your option. Notice what feels good in your body. I may be guiding you through class, but your body will always be your greatest teacher. Together, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower back down. Hands come forward underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes, press out through the heels, the knees lift. At the bottom, your exhale, press all the way up to plank. To modify, the knees can stay down. Inhale the breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the heels high. Inhale, left leg sweeps high. As you exhale, bring the knee tight to the chest, stepping the left foot to the left thumb. Coming high on the tip of the fingers, maybe using blocks if you need. Lift the hips and straighten the front leg. The right hip draws a little forward. On the inhale, finding length. Exhale, finding depth. Then choose your variation in the posture that feels good in your body. Together we inhale, and together we exhale. Inhale forward to your lunge. Pause, exhale the breath. Root down through the left foot. Inhale, step forward, right foot meets left. Exhale and fold. Flip the palms. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Coming to half moon, bring the palms together, interlace the fingers, release the index finger. As you inhale, lengthen up through the waist. Exhale, body to the right, hips to the left. Nice, Kevin. Grounding to the edge of the left foot, expanding up and out. As you move into your edge, can you come back to your center, your breath? Hold. Gently release. Inhale back to center. Pause. Exhale your breath. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, body to the left, hips pressing towards the right. Can you close your eyes and just feel into this moment? Letting it be whatever it is, not pushing it away, not clinging to it. Hold. Gently release. Inhale back to center. Exhale the breath. If the feet aren't separated, separate the feet hip width apart into the sit bones. We're coming to a back bend. You can keep the arms high here. You can also bring the hands to your lower back. Either way is fine. Ground through both feet. Begin to lift the heart. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, come into your back bend as you shift the gaze along the ceiling. Shining out through the heart. Smiling into the moment, your edge. And release. Inhale back to center. Exhale, arms by your side, mountain pose. Awkward Utkatasana, we're going to do 3 parts today. Separate the feet, hip width apart, directly underneath your sit bones. If you need a measurement, it's usually about 2 fists width apart. Then from here, reach both hands forward, shoulder width, shoulder height. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend the knees, push the hip back, the weight shifts into the heels. The core's turned on really tight. And at deepest, the thighs are parallel to the mat. Find a place you can stop adjusting for a moment. Come back to that feeling of gratitude that we're all practicing together. For more of a challenge, the shoulders work back over the hips. Exhale the breath. Inhale, slowly ride the breath back to standing. Coming to the second part, lift the heels as high as you can get them. Grounding through the big toe mound, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, as slow as you need, start lowering down. But notice you want to keep the heels lifted high. If they start to fall, just pause, lift them back up. And at the deepest, you're hovering just above the calves, not above the calves, above the knees. Breathe into your edge. Hold. As you inhale, slowly rise breath back to standing. Exhale, heels down. Third part, keep the feet where they are. Squeeze the inner knees and thighs together so they touch. Allow the heels to lift. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly start lowering down. You can pause halfway to modify. At the deepest, you're hovering just above the calves. Arms and thighs are parallel to the mat. The shoulders are stacked over the hips. Squeezing the inner knees and thighs tight. For a challenge, lift an inch. Exhale the breath. Now, as slow as you can, inhale, ride the breath back to standing. Exhale, arms by your side, mountain pose. Let's turn and face the front of our mat where you're facing your screen, I guess. I don't know if that's left and right for you. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, big step to the left, coming to our warrior series. We're going to pivot our left foot towards the back of the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, warrior two. The gaze shifts out over the left hand. And just settle into the posture for a moment. Try to find space. The posture is the stimulus. The response is how you're being. Together we inhale. Together we exhale. As you inhale, shift the gaze over the right hand. Exhale, flip the palms, tilt forward, bent knee triangle. Form the thigh, right arm high. The gaze shifts up to the right hand. Deepen or create your posture whenever you're ready. I like to find a half bind. What feels good in your body? Coming back to that feeling of gratitude in every moment. Find your edge as you rotate the right shoulder open, hold. If you're bound, slowly re-extend. Come back to center, warrior two. Straighten the left leg, pivoting the left foot. Right foot towards the front of the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the right knee, sink the hips low. Gaze it out over the right hand. At the deepest, the thigh is parallel to the mat.
In this posture, my aversion is usually in my shoulders and in my right quadriceps as they start to tire. Can you let them just be there? Together we inhale, together we exhale. Inhale, shift the gaze over the left hand. Exhale, flipping the palms, tilt forward, bent knee triangle. Form the thigh in the beginning for a little support. Find your alignment, then move deeper whenever you're ready. Not resisting into the posture, fighting yourself, but being open to it. Find your edge, lean into that, hold. If you're bound, slowly unwind. Inhale back up. Straighten the right leg, pivot the right foot. Inhale, right foot meets left at the back of the mat. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, big step out to the right. We're coming to a standing separate leg twist. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Bring both hands to the mat. A book or a block or something to support yourself is a good tool if you're feeling tight in the back. We just want to make sure we have a straight spine. Left hand underneath the heart or shoulder, right hand at the hip or sacrum. Lifting the right shoulder up, drawing the left shoulder under. Maybe extending the right arm high. Grounding to the left hand, reaching up to the right. Take a deep breath in. Gently release. Bring your right hand down to the mat. Left hand to the hip or sacrum. And let's start working our left shoulder up this time as we twist into the other side, opening up the spiral lines of the body. Creating your expression whenever you're ready. Then coming back to that space between stimulus and response. Find your peak and release. Place your left hand down. Engage the core. Inhale to a long spine. Exhale, extend your arms out like wings. Let's take flight. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale the breath. Inhale, left foot meets right at the top of the mat. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Bring the palms together and take a medium step out to your left. Shift the weight in the heels and pivot towards the front of your mat. Grounding through both feet. Inhale, get tall. As you exhale, twist to the right. The left arm extends forward, the right arm extends back. Maybe pull the feet towards each other to deepen that rotation. Breathing as you create presence. Release, bring the right hand to the left hip, left arm high. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, come forward, twisting triangle. Left hand on the block, shin, foot, floor. Right hand at the hip or sacrum.
We're going to start spinning our right shoulder up as we draw the left shoulder under. Maybe extending the right arm high. Find your peak. And unwind. Bring the palms together. Inhale, arms overhead. Shift the weight in the heels. Pivot towards your left. Once again, towards the back of your mat. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, standing twist to the left. Right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe fisting the hands as you rotate the hands inwards, working to the fascia of the forearms. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist. And release. Left hand to the hip, right arm high. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, hinge forward, twisting triangle. Bring the right hand to a block, maybe the shin, foot, or floor. Let's start working to the other side. Deepening whenever you're ready. Together, inhale, reach up. Slowly start to come back down. Maybe a soft bend in the knees. Bring the palms together. Inhale, arms overhead. Shift the weight in the heels. Pivot towards your right. Inhale, left foot meets right. Exhale, mountain pose. Nice work, everybody. Let's find the top of the mat. Since there's no heat right now, we're going to work directly into eagle. Flip the palms open. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. As you exhale, eagle the right arm underneath the left, hooking the elbows. You can bring the hands to the shoulders, option one, or palms together. Bend the knees, right leg up, over and around the left. And bring everything back to center. Your knees, your elbows, your attention. Find your edge. Exhale the breath. Slowly unwind. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, eagle on the other side. Left arm underneath the right. Palms together first, or hands to the shoulders. Bend the knees. Left leg up, over, and around the right leg. Come back to your center. Hear your own breath, your own heartbeat. Find your edge. Exhale. Slowly unwind. Inhale, arms overhead from the top of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a long spine. Exhale, bend the knees, step the right foot back, low lunge back bend. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, arms overhead. Now you can keep the arms high if that feels good to you. I like to start with my left hand on the knee, right hand on the lower back, creating a little support. And then start working into your back bend. Maybe deepening by sending the left arm high.
Maybe the right hand goes down the thigh. This is one of the postures that I used to be averse to. Come back to our center. Slowly begin to release. Place your hands down. Tuck the toes, straighten the back leg. Inhale, rock the weight forward, standing splits. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a long spine, flat back. As you exhale, bend the knees, float the left leg back. Lower the left knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, arms overhead. Find the hand position of your choice. Lifting the heart. Then come back, creating your back bend. Then create your expression of it. Breathe. Slowly come back to center. Place your hands down, tuck the toes, straighten the back leg. Inhale, rock the weight forward, standing splits. Exhale, forward fold. Flip the palms open. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, mountain pose. Turn and face the side of your mat again. Standing separate leg stretching. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, big step to the left. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward. If the back's tight, bend the knees if you need to on the way down, relieving tension in the low back. Bring your hands to the mat. And let's just come into an easy runner stretch first. Bending into the right knee a little. And bending into the left knee a little. And slowly come back to center. Bend both knees deep enough here to keep a straight spine. And then wrap the fingers around the outside edge of the feet. Inhale, lift the hips. And as you exhale, if the spine is straight, legs are straight, you can pull to deepen. And find a place you can stop adjusting. Close the eyes. One more full cycle of breath. Slowly begin to unwind. Inhale to a long spine. Engage your core muscles. As you exhale, extend your arms out like wings. On the inhale, slowly come up. Exhale the breath. As you inhale, right foot meets left, arms overhead. Exhale, mountain pose. From the back of the mat, turn and face forward, hands to feet. Inhale, sweep high. As you exhale, swan dive forward, bend the knees if you need to. And then glue your stomach to your thighs, chest, and knees. No separation between the stomach and the thighs. Palms to the calves, or at the deepest, fingers underneath the heels. Now my lower back's tight today, so I'm going to take it easy on it. Inhale, lift the hips. As you exhale, pull the heels to deepen. Taking as easy or working as deep in the posture as your body tells you to. Inhale, the hips lift. Exhale, pull. Gently release. Inhale to a long spine. Maybe pulse the legs a little left and right first. Exhale, fold. Flip the palms. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Coming to balancing staff, bring the palms together, interlace the fingers, release the index finger. Let's step our left foot forward 2 feet first.
Rock the weight forward, lifting your right leg, pointing the right toes. You can stay high here, or the upper body lowers as you start to lift the leg. At the deepest, you'll look like a capital T. Come back to your center. Maybe a soft smile. Breathe. Slowly unwind, step the right foot back, left foot meets right. Step the right foot forward, lift and extend your left leg. Stay high or lower down. Breathe and release. Maybe you lose your balance. Right foot meets left, arms by your side, mountain pose. Let's find the center of the mat. Right palm forward, left arm back. Bend the left knee. Reach back and grab your left foot from the instep. Draw the knees back together. Then start hand as you track the knee behind you. Find your deepest expression. Hold. Slowly unwind. Windmill the arms. Left arm high. Bend the knee, reach back and grab your right foot. Inner elbow faces out. And start kicking into your hand. Find your edge. And slowly unwind. Arms by your side, mountain pose. Coming to our last balancing posture. Shift the weight into your left foot, tree. Bend the knee, give the knee a little squeeze. Rotate from the hip and bring your foot at the deepest to your hip crease, inner thigh, or maybe the calf. Palms a half prayer. You can stay here, send your branches high. If you want to work a lower variation, feel free. Maybe shift the gaze up. Together we inhale. Together we exhale. Slowly release the right leg down, palms to heart center, arms by your side. Working to the other side, shift the weight into the right foot. Bend the left knee, give the knee a squeeze. Finding your hip flexor, your inner thigh, or maybe the calf. I have a little tightness in the outside of my knee, and it's still bothering me. So I'm gonna find the inside of my thigh because that feels better in my body today. Half a full prayer. Or maybe your branches. Maybe spell a Y, an M, a C, A. Nice, Cheryl. Palms to heart center. And release the left leg down. Let's close our eyes for a moment. As you inhale, acknowledge the amazing work you just did because it was truly awesome.
And as you exhale, let all that work go. It's in the past. Now let's find the top of our mat, and we're just going to come to a seat and just extend the or bring the feet behind the tailbone. The knees fall open. Left hand maybe the heart, right hand the stomach as we come into recline. Gentle pose. Just let the heart rate rest for a moment. We have one more part of the active part of class, our core. We don't want to forget that. Now, do we extend the feet up towards the ceiling? And you want to straighten your legs here as much as you can. Reach the hands up towards the feet. And then let's pulse the toes for 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold. And let's pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4. I always get stuck at 4. Reach up and hold. Hold. And release. Extend the legs long, arms behind you. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, open the mouth, loud ha sound. Woo. All the air from the lungs. Take another deep breath in. Another long breath out. Bend the knees, bring the feet flat. Extend the hands up towards the ceiling, ground the lower back. As you exhale, just slowly begin to sit up without momentum. If you get stuck, you can extend the legs out for leverage. Come all the way up, give the knees a little squeeze. Now we're going to work kind of a seated pigeon for the end part of class. So if you need to, walk your feet out a little bit, and we're going to bring our right ankle to the top of the left knee. You can also walk your hands back if you need to deepen the gap between the knee and the chest. And then to intensify the posture, walk your hands forward, and then maybe walk your foot back, working to the right IT band or the right glute. Can you come back to that place of gratitude? Close the eyes and just be still. Can you become aware of the stimulus, the posture? Can you create space between your response, the feelings? It's in that space that we can let go of the attachments, the aversions. Slowly begin to release. Let's switch sides. Bring the left ankle on top of the right knee. And start deepening the stretch. Maybe walking the hands forward or bring the foot closer towards the hips. Sitting up tall. And come back to your center. Remember to keep the left foot flexed, protecting the knee. Let's just close our eyes. moving deeper whenever you're ready, when your own body feels or communicates to you that it's time to do so. Together we inhale, together we exhale. Slowly begin to come out of the posture. Let's just bring both feet down, get both knees squeezed for a minute, sitting up tall. We're going to work into a seated bound angle. So if you have a book or a block, bring the soles of the feet together, allow the knees to fall open. And then you can grab block if you have one or something, or just let the upper body come forward. Now, if you're really tight in the hips, you can also bring the hands behind you, and use them for a little support. We're going to be here for a couple minutes. Also, the closer the heels are to the tailbone, the deeper the posture. You can always scoot the feet out to soften the experience. So pick the option that works for you. And then when you find that place, let's just close our eyes and come back to our breath. Coming back to a book written by Michael Stone, The Inner Tradition of Yoga, to the yogic philosophy, attachment is leaning in, and aversion is leaning away. Especially during these times, most of our psychological and physical energy is spent flip flopping back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, moment to moment, between attachment and aversion. Yoga philosophy or psychology pushes us to see through the addictive tendencies to create stories of ourselves. Yoga is a tool for probing and ultimately breaking down this compulsion to represent ourselves to ourselves. These stories that we treat like reality, that we create around the cravings, the aversions, our illusions that cause suffering. These selves we cling to are nothing more than a conglomeration of tales stretched out and overlapping one another. Just keep coming back to your breath. The way out of this is through the present moment, coming back to that yogic philosophy. Tapas refers to austerity, concentrated discipline, penance, or otherwise heat. The term was used to refer to a student who's burning with aspiration, or a practitioner who's burning with intensity to know the truth. It meant the heat of staying in the tension of opposites. Carl Jung describes tapas as a transcendent function, by which he meant the creative moment that occurs when we stay in the tension of opposites. We can meet any given moment with the conditioned habits of attachment and aversion, or we can meet that moment with spontaneity and freedom from conditioned responses. Tapas, therefore, can be defined as a refined and lively form of patience. The practice of tapas is the practice of patience. Let's all take a deep breath in and a long breath out. As you inhale, slowly come up. Let's just extend the legs long out in front of us. Or actually, bend the knees first, bring the feet flat on the mat. Just kind of windshield wipe your legs left and right. Just relieving the low back for a moment. Then come back to center. Keep a soft bend in the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And as you exhale, just kind of fold forward. Drape the upper body over the thighs and let your forearms hit the mat. Let's not grab for the toes. And just let the upper body hang heavy, working into the hamstrings. Take another full cycle of breath. And as you inhale, slowly come up, sweeping the arms overhead. As you exhale, just slowly lower back as we come into Savasana. They also have a story in the Greek mythology, which I'm pulling back to my Latin days in high school. I believe his name was Timaeus. Zeus, the Greek god, sentenced this other god to the underworld. And he put him in a place where he was standing in this pond and he had a tree. And the tree had a branch that hung over right above him. And in that branch, there was this fruit. And then every time he reached for the fruit, the branch would lift. Every time he went down to drink water, the water would recede. He was always in a constant state of craving or aversion. But the true point of that, if he had found that space through tapas, through discipline this moment, then everything can open up. And he could see that in the underworld, you don't need those things. My daughter just went through a similar experience, as have I, and I'm sure all of us have. Ever since she was 5 years old, the first thing she said to her kindergarten teacher when she asked her, "What's your favorite thing about school?" And this is at 5. She's like, "When I go home," which cracked me up. Every day I took her to school for the last 16 years, she asked me, "Do I have to go to school today?" And over the past 2 weeks, all has done is cried because, not cried, but been upset and in tears sometimes because she can't go to school. We always get to the point that we crave things and we get them. And then that suffering comes back because something else gets put in its place. And the way through or out of that is through awareness, knowing that's what it is. And then in that awareness, we can see the present moment. When you're ready, gently roll on to your left side in the fetal position. And then slowly begin to come up, finding a seat out in front of you. Maybe with the legs crossed in easy pose. Maybe you're bringing the hips to the heels. Now let's bring our palms to heart center. And I want you to come back to that feeling of gratitude. Let's all feel that feeling together. And then from in us, send it out into our community. Thank you all for your energy tonight, for practicing with me. May you all be happy. May you all be healthy. May you all know and feel love in your lives. And may you all walk this world in peace. Let's seal class with one sound of peace, one Om. Take a deep breath in. Ah.